Good day, everyone. I welcome you back to Global Education Zone, the home of impactful learning. It's nice over here for you and I because learning never ends and education is the key to an impactful life. My name is Anthony Nathaniel, and some episodes ago, I talked about the fact that I was going to give a revision episode to give calculations on the episode I talked about progressions, arithmetic progressions, and geometric progression, right? And that is the episode on sequences and series. Now, this episode is going to be a revision of all those concepts I introduced, and this in this revision episode, I'll be solving two major questions. So the first question is based on the arithmetic progression, and the second question is based on the geometric progression. Now, for this question, we're asked to look for the first one. We're asked to look for the common difference and the number of terms of this arithmetic progression. So for the common difference, let's call it subquestion A. The common difference, we'll look for it as what? The common difference is the subtraction of a term from the subtraction of the term from the term after it. So for example, you can say you subtract 14 from 17, you get the common difference. That will be D equals to what? 17 minus 14. That would be equals to 3. Now, it doesn't matter what terms you pick, you just subtract a term from the term before it. That's equals to the common difference. For example, if we pick 17, we'll subtract 14 from 17, we'll give 3. If we pick 14, we'll subtract 11 from 14, we'll still give us 3. So that is the formula for calculating common difference. And in general, it's denoted as Tn minus Tn minus 1. So the term minus the term before it, that's common difference. So let's go to the second part of this question. The second part says we are asked to look for the number of terms of this thing. So now what we're looking for now is we are going to look for the number of terms. So for the number of terms, we'll make it of the formula Tn equals A plus n minus 1 D. So now this formula will tell us what the number of terms is, because it has the n, and n means number of terms. So when we have our nodes, we have the number of terms, the value of the term. So you just pick any of this term. For example, we could pick from the first to the last. So let's pick the last because that would be difficult, and that's the most difficult here. So just pick the last. So the last is what? The last is okay. We are looking for the number of terms. So if you are looking for the number of terms, you pick the last term. That's 83. So let's pick 83. So the 83th term, the nth term is 83. We don't know what n is yet, but we just know that the nth term is 83, and that 83 equals to this formula. That will be A, which is our first term, and that's 11 plus n minus 1. We don't know what n is. N minus 1 times D. D is what? 3. So when we expand it, that will be 83 equals 11 plus. When we open the bracket, that will be 3n minus 3. Now, when we add 3 to both sides, that will give 86 equals 11 plus 3n. When we subtract 11 from both sides, that means 86 minus 11 equals 3n. So that will be 75 equals 3n. Dividing both sides by 3, we have 25 equals n. So, and that satisfies the question in that the number of terms in this arithmetic progression is 25. So that is how to solve the question like this. And then next, let's move on to the next part of the question. So which says, for this geometric progression, find the common ratio, the 8th term and the nth term. Now we're going to look for the common ratio, the 8th term and the nth term. So for the first part of the question, the common ratio is given by the term divided by the term before it. So that would be what? Let's pick any two. Let's take 24. So the ratio R is equal to 24 divided by the term before 24 is 48. That will be 24 divided by 48. That will what? That will be simplified to 1 over 2. So the common ratio is 1 over 2. In general, the common ratio is given by Tn divided by Tn minus 1. So the nth term divided by the term before nth term. So that's the first part of the question. Now next, the second part says find the 8th term. So I'm looking for the 8th term here. The 8th term of this equation is equals to, let's make use of the formula. The nth term is equals to what? A times r raised power n minus 1. So the 8th term, T8, equals A times r raised power 8 minus 1. Now we have our ratio as 1 over 2. Our A is what? 48. So T8 will be equal to what? A, which is 48 times your R, which is 1 over 2 raised power 8 minus 1 is 7. That means your 8th term will be equal to what? 48 times 1 over 2 raised power 7. That was what? 48 times 1 over 2 raised power 7 is 1 over 2 in 7 places. That's equivalent to 1 over 128. That's 1 over 128. And then when we evaluate this, that will give us 48 divided by 128. That's 3 divided by 8. So our 8th term is 3 divided by 8. That's the value of our 8th term. And then the nth term is given by what? AR raised power n minus 1. So the third part of the question is asking us for the nth term. The nth term, which is part C, nth term Tn equals what? A multiplied by r raised power what? N minus 1. That's in general, that's the formula for calculating the nth term of a geometric progression. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this revision video and revision series, and I will see you for the next episode. So hopefully this is actually the last episode of the mathematics for SS2. Thank you for watching.